Welcome to Montessori Matters with Blessing Fort-Ike. In this video, I discuss teaching children to share. Being able to share is what every responsible adult will love their children to do. However, children have difficulty in sharing, especially toddlers. It's normal in their development. However, if well harnessed, they will outgrow it. That is certain. If it is well harnessed, they will outgrow it. So the first thing I will recommend that you do to teach your child to share is that you should accept and recognize the fact that not wanting to share is part of a toddler's growth and development. That is a normal process in their growth process. Because why? At this stage, this period is when they are beginning to understand and see themselves as individuals. And this period comes with the sense of growing to own something, growing to possess. And this is a natural process in all humans. God has placed it in us for us to own and possess things. So children, as they are growing, they are seeing themselves as individuals. So they want to own and possess things. So that's why it will be difficult for them to share. I will give you an example. You see toddlers saying, leave it, I can do it myself. Oh, this is mine. You see them arguing. That's why a 1-year-old will not want to share his or her parent. A 2 or 3-year-old will not want to share the toy. It's not because they are being stingy. It's part of their growth and development. Like I said before, if it is well harnessed, they will outgrow it. Respect and protect children's right to protect their possession, to own their possession. How do I mean? Let their friends and family, maybe their family members, their siblings, ask for permission before using any of their possession, because they might not like it. You just bumping into them and taking their possessions without permission, even though they want to use and return. So let them know that before friends and families can take any of their possessions, they will ask for permission, and vice versa. If they want to use anything, something from their friends, from their family members, their siblings, they should ask for permission, and they must use and return in good time and in good condition. That they don't misuse or misplace people's things. It's part of their responsibility to take care of someone else's book, someone else's possession that they took to use for a period of time. The next thing you can do is that you teach them what it means to share and the different types of sharing. Let them know that it is good to share, that is part of human existence, that God has created in us for us to share, for us to give back to our community, for us to give back to our world. So it is good for us to share. But there's an aspect of sharing that is giveaway. There's an aspect of sharing that is just sharing and return. Let me give them example that, okay, now you might have a choice toy, a choice possession that you are not ready to give away. That is okay, but you can share it with them. You can give it to somebody to use for the time. Maybe you have a toy that you love so much, you have a book that you love so much, and your friend or your sibling want to use it for a period of time. It is good to share. They will use and return in good condition, just the way they did to your possession. Then giving away is that you have some things that maybe you have something that is double, or you have something that you are no longer using, or you have outgrown. You can give it away. That means you will no longer see it. So sometimes they miss just sharing with somebody with giving away. So you let them know that there's a difference. That yes, you can share your toys with your siblings, with your friends. They will use and return, or you will take turns in it. That's the part of sharing. There's another share where you give. Maybe you get school supplies with your money, or your old school supplies, or books, or clothes that you have outgrown or you are no longer using. You can give it to you. That is part of sharing. So the next thing, you can involve them in this charity giving. You can take them to orphanages to give used clothes, or clothes that you bought that is not their size, or books they are no longer using. They can give it to orphans, or they can give it to the less privileged ones within their environment, or even at the beginning of a new session, a new term, they can buy school supplies to give to their friends. That is sharing, and that sharing is giveaway. So the next thing you tell them is that you make them participate in sharing. Like I said, now maybe you get in a classroom or at home, you get something that they can share together. I can get a box of chocolate or some apples and give to them. Okay, take, go and share with your siblings, go and share with your classmates. So you see that they will learn how to share by doing this. Or you can say, okay, take this building block, take some out of it and give the rest to your friends, and let's build. Let's see what each of you can come up with. That is teaching them how to share. You don't just, okay, take this building block and use. No, you can tell them, take out of it and give the others to your friend or to your sibling. Let them work with you. Like this, you are teaching them how to learn the culture of sharing. Another thing you can do is that you can be a good example. Like I always say, when it comes to character building, we are our children's first example, we are our children's first teacher. They will see us, what we do, they learn from it. So we should give without complaining, without grumbling. We should give with joy. As they see us do this, they will gladly inculcate it, and you start seeing them doing it. This is very important to teach our children. Teach them how to take turns. This is very important. You let them know that if they want what someone else is using, they should communicate to the person that they would love to work with that material, or they would love to work with that toy. They would love to have that toy. And they should tell the person that they are willing to wait for their turn. So when the person is done, the person should give it to them. That if they communicate politely, the person will use it and give it to them, not give it to someone else. So when they do this, they are learning to communicate. However, I would say, as a parent, as a teacher, if you see your children struggling for toys, struggling for something, I would say don't rush in immediately to solve the situation. Watch and see how they can handle it, how they can come up with a solution. Most times they come to compromise. They are able to come to compromise. They are able to learn through this period of them trying to settle it. They will be learning and developing how to express themselves, developing their negotiation skill, and developing their ability to solve problems. That is why you ought to watch them and see that they come to compromise themselves. What if you are watching and you are seeing that it's getting too heated, they are hitting themselves, or one is having tantrum? What do? You can intervene. You can intervene immediately and say, no, I wouldn't let you hit your friend. I wouldn't let you hit your sister. No, I wouldn't let you throw yourself on the ground. So what you do, you stop that is not good. You are intervening. So you try to calm the child, and you're not shouting on the child, you're not punishing the child, you're not forcing the child. You're just trying to say, no, I wouldn't let you hit your friend. No, I wouldn't let you throw all the toys, all the things in this room away. I wouldn't want that. So if you see that the child is still so emotional, the child is still really very emotional and having that trouble, you can take the child away from the scene and calm the child down. Afterwards, when the child has calmed down, you can now bring the child to the toy. So you ask what I will do, I will look for the younger one to say, okay, you can work with the toy. Then I will talk to the older one, please let your younger sister or your younger brother work with the toy. But in a situation whereby sometimes it might be the younger one that is even ready to wait. So with time, you'd have known the personality of your children. So you will know the one that will be willing to wait for the others to work. You know, that's okay. You go and talk to that person. Please help. Just wait a bit. When she's done, let her work with it together. When she's done, I will give it to you. She will give it to you. I will let her know that she had 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes to work with it. So when after that 30 minutes, they will give it to you. And so then you are teaching them how to express themselves, how to negotiate, how to take turns. This brings me to the next point. Don't punish, correct. So if you see that your children or your child is having a heated argument over something, over the toy, just the way in the first point I raised now, don't punish the child. Don't force the toy or the toys or the toy away from the child. What you need to do, you tell both of them, can you drop the toy? Let's discuss. Because if you punish or force the toy away from the child, you are sending a wrong signal to the child that whenever I need something and it's with somebody, I can snatch it. That's one. Two, you are sending another wrong signal to say that they will think that sharing has a negative impact. So you don't have to do that. Let them know that sharing is what you are willing to do. It's not what is enforced on you to do. It's what people will appreciate. It's what will give you joy. However, it must come from you. So that's why you don't have to force them, you don't have to cajole them, you don't have to punish them for not sharing or for having a tantrum because they are not wanting to share with somebody. I believe that you got that point. I will conclude by saying that know that sharing with joy comes naturally if the process is well followed. If the child was not forced, if the child was not cajoled to do it. But however, it takes a longer time. So be patient with your child and give the child more time to practice these tips that I have given over and over again. With time, you will see that they will do it effortlessly. They will be the one to say, I've grown this, so why don't we give it to this person? Oh, I have 2 of this, why don't we give it to this? And you will be happy because they are doing it effortlessly. I believe that you've gotten value from this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share with your contacts. To be well appreciated. Thank you.